What if it's Skylar?
I used to date a Skylar, so
would
she sucks.
Would she do better?
Definitely.
Yes. Yes.
Fuck it, we're live. It is week 18, and it's time for the last heat check of the year. Always a good one. Now, like this is quite a crowd in the studio. Oh my goodness! Like we got all the luminaries really. I mean, there is of course Mark is rejoining us, the Lord of the Petty Cash. Looking very sharp and appropriate. He has a briefcase chained to his wrist.
Looks like Flavor Flav.
And he's
That's God intended.
yeah. and so Mark,
You get your Pulp Fiction reference there.
Mark's here. We have the proprietor of the fun house, Dion's in the house. Rob, the once defending champ. Rob's here.
Down goes Frazier.
Clayton's in the house.
Yo.
And
Glass.
we got Buka.
Yeah. Well, I'll put my 2 cents in later.
Nick is here to receive what is duly his.
Yeah.
And with him, of course, is his dutiful saboteur, Jess.
Oh, had to be one of the fucking new guys.
We out here.
A great season. We're here. It's Sunday night. It was a very eventful day in football, and as a result, there's a lot to do. I don't know. As we know by now, Delajuan, he lost the league.
It's official.
And as such, he and Mark, I believe you've been in touch with him, right?
Yes, I believe he's going to start the challenge in May. So if you're out and you see him, feel free to buy him a blowjob shot and record it.
I will make a point. I will make a point of doing
Now,
that.
to make
yes.
this clear, it's one per day. Like, he can't do them all in one day. Right?
He's got to do them in consecutive days, though.
Okay.
Yeah, one per day for 30 straight days.
You suck.
I think that probably as a little tip of the hat to him, it makes sense for me to do a certain penance that is due of me. As we may have mentioned, but probably not, Buka and I had a bet between that hinged upon the records of the Dolphins and the Steelers. As we found out today, in more ways than simply this, the Dolphins win on tiebreakers. So as a result, I have to do a smoker's cough shot.
Oh.
If you're not familiar with what that is, it's a shot of Jägermeister with a spoonful of mayonnaise.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, now you got my attention.
Yeah.
Fellow Steelers fan in the background here, like, I sympathize.
I do this. I do this for all your sins. Good season, Buka.
Good season.
I trust.
That.
They took it like a man.
Now, that is how it's supposed to be done.
Yes, I agree.
I hope you get to take it next year. Oh, wow, that was repulsive. Yeah, that was like eating an oyster in the absolute worst possible way. Oh, Jesus! All right, I'm going to struggle to get through the rest of this. Before we get to the more celebrated aspects of this season's end, I guess I want to see anybody got anything to say as kind of like a sign off, lauds, praise, fuck you.
I do.
Whatever. Yeah.
As a Steelers fan here, I would like to say that, like,
Thank you. That's great. Let me limit this. Sorry, I should have caveated to members of the Funhouse 2 Fantasy League. Sorry, we'll get your unvarnished comments shortly thereafter. Oh, and you had some thoughts about the Steelers season.
Steelers season was,
left a lot to be desired. However, Kenny Pickett has proven that he is the future to Ben Roethlisberger. He's a lot more mobile. Like, my God, the fact, the days of having a mobile quarterback, are probably longer than I've been alive. But, basically, Steelers needs for the next season offensive line, inside linebacker, and maybe D-line, if he does, I know his word is.
interim champ for this year, the */champ, who won because 2 of my players didn't get to play.
Oh yes, of
I
course.
still had a player on it. You did. Singletary, man. He's gonna put it up.
There was a lot of it.
Like today, he had 2.2 points.
We are, of course, we have to touch upon the fact that the season ended in a way none of us would have preferred, for a number of reasons. Happily, we can report that DeMar Hamlin seems to be showing all of the best signs that one can after going through an ordeal like that.
I took the bet this week. No heart attacks.
Really? What were the odds on that?
Plus 500. 5,000.
Oh, 5,000.
Plus 5,000.
I was going to say 500 doesn't sound like an unreasonable number.
Just like to say I'm drinking out of glass.
Yes! Yeah, Clayson got glass! As you said, Buka, your underdog status was really your strength. And coming down to such a 50-50 toss turned out to be your undoing.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, and we should also, though, on the side of the champion, point out that it can no longer be said that Cooper Kupp hasn't led someone to a title. Because he did. Nick, do you want to say anything about the fortunes of your team?
Yeah. I mean, Cooper Kupp, he helped me get there, so we can't count him out completely. But so in a way, he did help me win. He got me some wins under the belt. But you're right in saying that. Yeah, still sitting on the IR. He's not doing much of anything for anybody.
But you know what? The rest of your team is truly standing on the shoulders of a giant.
Yep. Thank you. And I'd also like to take the opportunity to jump in and thank everybody in the league this is my first year, for letting me in, and it's been a real fun year. I won some games that I shouldn't have won. I lost some. It's been a hell of a ride.
Oh, really? Did you?
Thank you, Nick. Yeah, man. Well done. But
and not only that, he came in second place in the Funhouse 1 League.
That's true. You came damn close to unifying the titles.
We were trying to unify the title. Well, next season. We got next
did
season.
want to say something. You said you should have picked up Mike White, so you wouldn't. Should have let him pick him up because I think he got like points or something. So you might have won that. Actually, you could have been like the grand champion.
I did pick him up in Funhouse 1, right? But
as a fuck you though.
Yes.
Kind of, but he worked out. He came back and actually 2 games in a row got me like 23 points, 25.
Oh, you started him. I thought you were just trying to deny him to
Oh,
Matt
Mike
Wells.
White. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
You meant Mike Williams.
Yeah, Mike Williams.
yeah.
Oh, Mike Williams. No, that was a move. Are you talking about Funhouse 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a move so Matt couldn't have him because I know he was struggling for a quarterback and I know he was struggling a little bit for a receiver.
I gave him Mike White.
It was bold and cunning gamesmanship. It just didn't work out.
No, it didn't. But I did the best I could with what I had.
We would be remiss if on this last podcast of the season we didn't give a little bit of airtime to Mark to air some petty grievances. Mark, is there anything that's burning a hole in your pocket?
Not league-wise, but NFL-wise. If I told you that there's a receiver leading in touchdowns in the NFL,
Yeah.
and a leading rusher on the same team. Playoff team, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck no! It's the fucking Raiders, son of a bitch! Fuck, she took my glass!
He doesn't even have plastic.
Son of a bitch!
Rob, you have parting words here.
I want to say goodbye to the belt. We had some really interesting nights alone in my bed. I wouldn't kiss it if I were you.
Maybe get it shined
I've
and
been
disinfected.
warm. Thank you very much.
Brilliant.
Here, let's take a.
Oh yes.
Let's take a shot.
That's a handshake.
Shot. Look at
Yeah.
the handshake.
Yep. Yeah, there we go. All right.
The champ is here.
Champ is here.
Why did you do the league? Because I want to appreciate.
Nick,
Congratulations. Thank you.
That'll be mine next year.
All right.
newly adorned as champion. Yeah,
Yes.
I got any words to say on this august occasion?
I'd just like to reiterate once again, I'm just honored to win such, a nice representation of championship. And I'd, again, formally like to thank everybody in the league for making this season a success and allowing me to be in their league for the first time this season. And I hopefully look forward to continuing with everybody, and I appreciate it.
I think I speak for everybody. You did the league a great credit this year. Look forward to having you back next year.
Yeah. Good job, gents.
A lot better than the last two. 3.
All right.
How about a quick round of applause for Buka, though, too?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Should we get a picture with
He was right there. He was
I tried to show a lot of heart, but it didn't.
We don't really need to go through all the sordid details, but I think we should at least have a quick photo op of the treasurer as he reveals the ill-gotten gains that is due. Oh, we'll go through all that in a minute.
How's isn't here?
Howells isn't here. He might show up later. We'll see. His status of being here is, as always, shrouded in mystery.
Let's put him toward. Let's put his money towards Tic Tacs first.
So once we finished recording this part out on the back, I was able to catch up with a few other league members as they came trickling in later in the night. Sometimes a lot later in the night, as you can probably tell from my voice. So what I'm going to do is just jump to some of those and then bring us back to the conclusion of our deck recording. We are now joined by the man of increasing mystery.
Yes, it is I, Brian Howells, manager of the Mystery Man, master of light and a lot of shadows, completer of the third place spot in the league. Know me as the third string.
FX.
You're the son of a bitch.
I didn't write any of this down.
I got beat by FX in 2 consecutive weeks.
Yep. I still beat wrong before. I still have the best record in the league.
Still, that's true.
10,
that's true.
At 10-4, I still have the best record.
Howells, of course, won third place over me, and as such, he gets to get a little treat out of the case of many wonders.
He keeps his soul in there, apparently.
Oh yeah, there's more in there than just money. Mr. Howells, you got any closing statements on the season finale?
You know, it was a fun year. One of the best years I've had doing fantasy football. A lot of good stuff going on.
Yeah.
And you know what? I want to take this time. I have a list of things I want to share.
You got a fucking list!
The following is a list of things that everyone should appreciate during the NFL football season / fantasy football season. Hanging with friends.
What?
Tailgating.
What?
Laundry mats you can control the TV.
What?
Strip clubs with Sunday ticket.
What?
Cheesesteaks in Philly. Tissues in Dallas. Beers. Free beers. $14 stadium beers. Commentators. Women commentators sharing their opinions. Deshaun Watson soothing lotion. 12th man lozenges. Uber. Lyft. Boo. Slow moving trains. Best jersey color debates.
Yes.
Pork rinds.
All right.
Pigskin scented candles. A friend's Paramount password. Cramp remedies. And finally, hockey.
And that's the bottom line. What? 'Cause Stone Cold said so.
All right, so I'm here. It is late on a Sunday night, and we have recently awarded the belt. We got a surprise guest here. It is the one voice that we have not yet heard this season on the Heat Check podcast. It's Delajua. D, sweet dreams to you and me. D, how are you doing this evening?
I'm all right. Not bad. I was trying to devise a plan because of normally the auto draft never fails. Normally it's a tried and true method. But this year,
It got you very far this year, actually.
it did. But I wasn't expecting it to get me where it got me this year. I wasn't expecting. I didn't plan to win, but I was not expecting last. But that's okay. Because now there's only, up from here. Can't get me lower than last.
That's true.
Unless you get last again.
You're going to improve on this.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
What are your plans for next year?
To do the exact same thing, but better.
Yes.
That's it.
I love it. Yeah.
Man, I'll make sure this time I have auto draft turned on
right
before the draft starts.
You're gonna program those bots to do the goddamn right thing.
Yeah, gonna program to do it right this time.
The question that I know everybody who is listening to this, which may be perhaps no more than 300 or 400 people, as you know, you did finish last, and your chosen punishment was to do 30 blowjob shots in 30 consecutive days. Now you have to complete this by the owners' meeting, which will be in late August-ish. We haven't set a date, but thereabouts. Do you have a prospective date range when you might engage in your punishment?
So probably, okay, first let me start off by saying, yes, I did finish last, but nice guys finish last.
That's true.
So,
I will vouchsafe the fact that Delajuan is a nice-ass motherfucking person.
I'm not going to answer this like a politician, I swear. But also, my birthday's in August, but that's completely unrelated. I was thinking of when it gets a little warmer out, just because it's cold. Since you did do the awarding of the belt tonight, and I just used air quotes, I apologize. I will do a blowjob shot tonight that isn't a part of the consecutive. As a
sort of like
a sign of good faith
tip of sorts.
Yeah, I'm not a sore loser, I promise.
I've never known you to be that, Delajuan. Although my experience is that you've always been a winner, really. Like the various dice games and whatnot, you've always walked away with the pot.
I'm still a winner. This right here. This is the setup. Coming in last place is the setup for greatness. You'll never see it coming.
Are you calling?
Because I'm going to create the greatest upset next season.
Are you calling worst to first?
Exactly. Exactly. Worst to first. I'm going to get that on a t-shirt.
Anyway, D, it's a fucking pleasure. This has been one of the most enjoyable.
Listen, thanks for having me. And this is a very fucking amazing studio you got here.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Oh, thanks. All right, so it is somewhat late on Sunday night. And we are here after the belt ceremony with the entertainment for the evening and at points very nearly the punishment loser, but no burger. Lo, did Lorenzo rip off quite a string of wins down the stretch, and he not only escaped the punishment, but he damn near snuck into the playoffs in the end.
I'm always coming for you.
Thanks to the Dolphins.
Listen, protect your holes, because I'm charging for them. Next year, baby, it's on.
What do you want to say on the general subject of everything?
I feel like a champion because I don't have a gastrointestinal disorder after eating what I was supposed to eat. So, everyone thanks you, plumbers around the world. It would have been the deuce heard round the world.
We would have asked for a recording for sure.
And thank God it didn't happen. Who got the belt?
Nick Baranowski.
God damn
Asterisk.
it.
Oh yeah, with an asterisk, yes.
He shows up once a year. Now we got to kiss his ass for another 9 months.
Well, it should light a fire under everybody's ass.
I'm going to cook a burger so I don't have to eat a raw one. Talking about fires. Let's go, baby.
All right. Lorenzo, what do you got to say about your aspirations for next year?
Tariq Hill, and I'm going to draft the Incredible Hulk and Dylan Dennis. And we're going to see how that goes. If anyone shows up for a game. Because none of my quarterbacks did. and I got a little gripe with ESPN Fantasy. I put Brady in because Tua was out, and it didn't go through, and I would have won that last game by 6 points.
Fuck you, Disney.
Chris.
Well, Drew, we've gotten the 15-minute warning. But here we are. It's the very close of Week 18. And the Funhouse Fantasy League is in its twilight. This is your first time with us. And although we were all rooting for you to lose, actually, because several of us were very prepared to go to Spain with you, that did not turn out to be the case. Nevertheless, we're happy that you're... Giant spell. Real quick, Drew, do you got any words for the league?
Fools do suck. If you don't believe that, watch Jackass. And I really was that confident that I wouldn't do that. But this league, I'm more mad that I even get to the playoffs at this point. And if I had to do that punishment, I'd do it. But at the same time, I apologize to my girlfriend right now that I didn't die in Spain. So, I know she wanted that vacation.
Well, here's my question for you, Drew. If the same punishment was made available next year, would you choose it again?
Yes. I would.
That's the stuff.
I would add on to it.
Oh.
I would say I'd have to wear all red. And really make it interesting.
Stop it.
Pinpoint me.
Kate, now you're here. Do you have any kind of comment to that?
I say no.
You say he should not do that?
Mm-mm.
Wow. All right. Kate says no.
I believe in him, but no.
Previously.
With that, I'll say this. There's going to be some heat checks in the off-season just to keep everybody on their toes. Keep everybody's radar up for what's coming next year. Clayton, I know you've got some things that you're going to want to bring up. Do some more of your excellent research.
Maybe a couple league changes. We'll see.
Yeah.
We will see.
Yeah, don't miss. We haven't announced the date yet, but there will be an owners meeting where any changes will be brought up in a calm, rational, and democratic fashion, I'm sure. I would personally like to thank all of you here and everybody who's not here who is in the league. This has, hands down, been the most fun year of fantasy football I've ever had. And I really look forward to continuing with it next year with all of you. So,
and let's all cheers Danno for putting this podcast together in the Funhouse for hosting.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations, guys.
I got ceramic.
You're not clicking.
Right. Be good, guys. We'll see you soon.